All right. Let's load up storm cellar. All right. Yeah, I think it's a little, since it's a widget, it doesn't share this, even though it's the same font as the rest of the blue on the screen, it's not the same. I can't get the exact size of it to be correct. It doesn't match up with anything in Photoshop, so yeah, I'll probably tweak it a little bit more in the future. But I just threw it in there kind of late last night to fuck with it. Anyway, what are we doing here? Oh, that's right. Wait, can't move. That's right, the arrow keys. All right, so I think I know where the pick is. So I remember we let me open this door. Oh, D, right? Yeah. I think this is the kitchen. It is. Yeah, see, there's water here. Open door. No, all right. Open this box. Look. Ice. Come on now. What did she say? I wasn't even reading it. Look. Ice. Ice boxes are rendered a bit more transparent. There seems to be something frozen inside. Okay, so I'm assuming that's the pick. That's what I thought. Because it would make sense. Ice pick. Block of ice. Why it's frozen in a block of ice, I don't know. Why is she closing this? Close the ice box. Ice is expensive and surely hard to come by in these parts. Okay. Fair enough. Is this where I got a... What happened? I remember I had a pan. What happened to the pan? Can I not use that now? There's the kettle, but I couldn't pick this up before. Can she pick this up? Pick up kettle. You take the kettle, but you resolve not to leave the kitchen with it. Can't imagine someone just walking away with your kettle. Okay. So now she's able to pick it up. All right. Because that was a bit confusing, I thought. So I guess I gotta pour this on the shit here. Open door. Open icebox. Because I tried picking that up earlier and couldn't do it. Makes sense because Jack isn't in the kitchen, but I don't remember what the response. I just don't think she just said, oh, she couldn't do it or something. I don't think she said, oh, Jack's in a room, I can't grab it or something. She said it looks like icebox leaking. Okay. The only reason why I point that out is because that could be a little misleading, thinking, okay, well, if you can't interact with the kettle now, that means it's just there as a prop and you can't interact with it later. However, here you're able to, so I don't know. Anyway, pour. I know, stop. Pour kettle on ice. All right, there we go. That's how you do it. All right, you eagerly pour some hot water on the ice block. Aha, some of the ice melts away, revealing a wooden handle. Take handle. After a few tugs, you're able to pull the wooden handle out of the ice block. The rest of the tool is pointy and made of metal. Can't just... Okay, hooray, so I found an ice pick. Okay. Jack must have left the ice pick on top of the ice block, and when the ice melted and refroze, gradually swallowed up. Jack's an idiot. Alright. I guess we gotta put the... Yeah, close the door. Can't leave without that. I guess put the tea kettle back. How she's walking around with a hot tea kettle in her pocket is beyond me. The kettle on stove. Okay. All right. I don't know what to do with the pick yet, but that was the other. So we should have all the items, right? Pick, hammer, small shovel, streak plate. I believe. That's the whistle. Hammer, the shovel. I don't know what the rope is for. The pick. So we are missing something? Oh, and then the plate. Yeah, alright, so we do have everything. You don't see anything exceptional about the ice pick, but it would make for a fine pick for your field work. Okay. Closer examination reveals the cutting edge has clunks taken out of it. You're a little surprised at this, but the area is known for garnet mines after all, right? Rope. The hempen rope is right blade and 3-stranded. So I guess that means it's pretty tough. That's just me. She made it with AGS Studio. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go back outside. Open door again. Open a door. Okay. Let's just check the storm door, I guess. Open door. The cellar door is locked. Okay. All right. So we have tools. Now, what did we need to do? Obtain 3 samples from sources outside. So why is I notice hammer, shovel, ice pick is checked off. Why isn't the steel plate checked off? Anyway, because you should, if it's a required item, it should be checked off down here too, like the rest, you would think, right? I did examine it. I don't think I need to do anything else, right? There are fine scratches indicating it's been well used. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. All right. So what 3 samples do we need? Obtain 3 samples. Samples of what? Haven't tried to bribe Albert. Drop. Yeah, you were going to check the storm cellar last time and stuff. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's locked, so we can't go down there. It does say obtain 3 samples, but what 3 samples? Samples of what? I assume a rock. But like, what's specific? Like this fucking rock here? And you can't type use. Hit rock. I mean, that's not probably a rock. So just forget it. Okay, well, I'm gonna die over here. Oh, okay. I think I might know where one is. Let's go over where Kimmy was. Okay, so, all right. Blow whistle again? No. All right, hold on. You got a pickaxe, right? How do you... Why can't you use the word use? No, I didn't get any samples yet. Not to my knowledge. I picked up salt, but it's not a sample, I don't think. I don't know what that's for. Hit rock wall with axe? It doesn't. Pickaxe rock? So this is the only thing I don't like with text parsers. Like, I can't use the word use, so how do you tell the game to use the pickaxe? Which we don't even have a pickaxe, do we? I thought I did. Didn't we grab a pickaxe? No, it was the axe on the stump I'm thinking of. So you gotta use the hammer. Alright. But again, how do you type that? Because in my mind I just want to put use. What is the verbiage command for this? Help me out. My mind's not working. Mine wall? I don't. Just take sample? See, I wouldn't have thought of that. Don't disturb the birds. The birds! Get out of here with your cormorants. Whatever the fuck that word is. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, so we need to get her out of here. Alright, so we do gotta blow the whistle again. Alright. Blow, I don't know why, but get out of here. Put the duck call to you put the duck call to your lips and blow. I'm just gonna leave that alone, chat. Oh, right. That big rock. Okay, so I guess that's the sample I need for that, huh? Get out of here. Leave. Boring character anyway. Alright. Take sample. You chip a small sample out of the cliff using the ice pick and the hammer. Okay. Sorry, I was tapped out of the game. So I guess when I moved the mouse off screen, I was trying to get the footprints off. Hooray, looks like I've obtained a good cliff sample. I still need to collect 2 more samples from outside the lodge. This plate might work as a street plate. I should take a look at it. Okay, well, I don't know what that means, so we'll leave for now. Alright, well, hold on. Inventory. Inspect that thing. Upon closer inspection, you can see that the cliff sample is coarse grain, leading you to conclude it is an intrusive, igneous rock. Genius. Diamond is an intrusive igneous rock, meaning they form below the Earth's surface where they had time to form into large minerals. It's possible that this area could be geological suitable for diamonds. All right, good to know. We were in there already. Oh, she's already back. All right, wait, what? How do we get to Albert? Albert, where are you? There he is. Hey. That's a little... That's pretty touchy. I don't think she should have it so... See, like when I walk off the screen over here... Oh, I can't walk off the screen over here. Julia, that's a little too close. I mean, I think that cutoff screen should be lower. Anyway, Julia, patch it up. All right, so what do we got to do here to take this? So take sample again. Do you mind, miss? I'm busy here and cannot be disturbed. Oh, so got to get him to leave too? How can I make Albert leave so I can get a sample of the boulder? How do I usually annoy people? Talk to them. Good morning, Miss Respa. How are you today? Very busy, Miss Maple. Miss Maple, I'm very busy, as you can see. The fieldwork must be comprehensively performed. Oh, well, maybe the boulder isn't a good place to start. It was like glacial or erratic. And excuse me, young lady, are you trying to tell me my business? Well, I'm musing. Run along then. Maybe you can help Jack in the kitchen. Oh, we did read that. All right, I remember that response. Blow whistle. um, it's gonna be like The Legend of Zelda. It's blowed on every screen. Ocarina. Put the duck call to your lips and blow. Guess he doesn't give a shit about that, huh? I don't appreciate that. All right, well, blow it again. See what happens. Well, if you don't like it, I'm just gonna keep on doing it, bro. I'm sure that's not how you get rid of them, but I'm sure it's gonna get the same response. Ow. I don't appreciate that. But okay. Hit Albert on the head with hammer. A course of action yields no results. Kick Albert. You wouldn't hurt a fly. Sneeze on Albert. You can't use sneeze. Cough on Albert. There you go. Cough on Albert. Can't use cough. God damn it. All right. I don't want to get rid of Albert. Tie up Albert. Sorry, I can't do that. Tie Albert with rope. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Nothing else to do in here. Can you walk out, please? Stop getting stuck. Okay. Well, there's some rocks over here. Not there. Okay. Let's see if I take. Oh, hold on. I don't know. She's gonna die again. Save. Waterfall 2, I guess. Take sample. This part of the river looks too slippery and dangerous. I should look elsewhere. Okay, well, she doesn't say she can't do it. There's no rocks here, though, right? Oh, what did she do? Dump a lot. Everybody, you're surprised how deep you have to dig before you find minerals of any kind. You take advantage of the handy dandy river and wash the dirt away from your sand. I wouldn't have guessed that. I just assumed she needed a rock. Wonderful. Looks like I've obtained a good sample from the riverbank. I need to collect one more sample from outside the lodge. The plate might work as a street plate. Just take a look at it. Okay. I should look at the river sample first to easily eliminate specimens that are definitely not diamonds. What? I should look at this river sample first to easily eliminate specimens. Is it? Oh, look at it. Okay. Visual inspection of the river sample helps you separate the rocks from the possible minerals. Rocks are a combination of more than one mineral, so it's easy for me to remove those from the sample by visual inspection. I've also removed the red stones from the sample as those are clearly garnets and not the subject of the field work. There, now I can analyze the sample using other methods. Alrighty. Closely examining the river sample with the loop, you can see that some of the specimens have tiny arcing scratches and a pitted, frosted surface. Some of this is river glass, so I can eliminate those specimens from the sample. River glass and sea glass are bits of glass that has been tumbled with water and stones for years. It can sometimes look like minerals, which is true. Okay. The river sample requires a different analyst in order for you to learn more. It's possible if I picked up something earlier that could work with as a street plate. Okay. How do I do that? How do I combine items here? No, get off. All right, close them. Let's go back in then. No, that's not what I want to do. What? Oh, so pause. Last time you got a small shovel and it mentioned that you can use it to get a sample from the riverbank. Okay. Um, check. I don't check sample. What? How are you supposed to? I don't understand how you're supposed to do this. All right, what did she say? After visual inspection, blah, 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 then eliminate. All right. Versus another analyze sample, I guess. Is that all I gotta type? Analyze sample. Anal. Did I spell that wrong? I think I did. I did. What? Oh, analysis. Never mind. River sample requires different analysis. This is kind of why I enjoy games that have the verbal commands. It's just so much more obvious what to click on, how to operate the items. Um, okay, so how do I put this on the plate? I don't put, what are these called again? After visual inspection, I put river sample on plate. I don't know. Put river sample on plate. We'll leave that alone for right now. Let's get the last sample. I don't know how to do it yet. Rub? What does that mean? I'm just gonna work on getting that last sample. All right, so we got to get Albert out of here. Kind of question is, how do we get Albert away from the rock? Rub sample on plate. Well, she got a response, but it didn't do anything. She's still saying, maybe I need this toolkit here. You probably need him to leave and leave his toolkit behind, maybe. Get the sample and then do everything before he comes back. Questions, how do we get rid of this? Zay's so... turn on the car? I don't know whether that would do anything for him. Turn on car. Probably no key. Start car. You don't know how to drive. God damn it. Learn how to drive. Okay, how do we get rid of Albert? Glad that worked, even though I accidentally hit an extra little character in there. Just checking to see if anything's changed in any of these rooms for any particular reason. Water's still running, that's good. Wet bandits. Couldn't interact with any of that stuff. What is Albert like? I don't... Ask him to play, shoot some pool? I hear voices near the door. I wonder what they're talking about. Okay. Use... Put cup on door. With the help of the drinking glass, you can hear a conversation behind the door. So what's the problem? Could things get any worse? We couldn't have done it. We could have done it. Who would be capable? Don't know. Burn the tape. Tell no one. Keep an eye out. You got it. Wait a little longer, anxious for more details, straining to hear more of the conversation. What could have Jack learned from the telegraph tape? You are so deep in thought that you failed to hear the footsteps approaching the door. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Loitering outside doorways? Get... Sorry. Okay. What does the telegraph tape say? I guess that means go in and get the telegraph. Can we walk in there now? Take tape. Carefully pick up the telegraph tape. What does the telegraph tape has been consumed by fire, but you can barely pick out some words. Bridge bombs, sabotage. Oh, wait. Despite your careful handling of telegraph tape, it crumbles in the ash. Uh-oh. Alright, so they sabotaged the thingy-dingy, witchamajiggy. Okay. Not sure how that helps us right now. Talk. I don't remember this guy's name. Is it Evan? Evan Bridge. Talk, Evan. There's nothing to do with me. My power. Glad you like it though. Ask Evan about Bridge. Come on. Ask Evan about Bridge. Jack told me the bridge got damaged and the train's not running right now. It's a shame. I wonder if they'll bother to fix it. Ask Evan about bomb. Bomb? I don't know anything about a bomb. What do you know? Nothing. Ask Evan about sabotage. I told you the bridge was damaged. That's all I know. All right there, fat ass. All right, let's Jack back in the kitchen. Yeah, it's the only thing he knows how to do. Ask Jack about bomb. This can't go well at some point. What have you heard? Nothing. Ask Jack about sabotage. Miss, you got anything to tell me? Not at all. You're just trying to make conversation. Jack stares hard at you, says no more. Okay. You know what we never got? I don't even know where it is. We never got fly paper. That's outside, right? Open door. It's got to be over, I guess, in the shed or something, right? That little shack. Let's try here. Not sure what to do with the tape, but I mean, I do remember she said there was probably tape out here. Look. Oh, why can't I think of what that's called? On fucking blank. Shelf. Jesus Christ. Look. Shelf. Shelf contains all sorts of garden-related miscellaneous plant food, pesticides, herbicides, seeds, pots, a spray bottle, watering can, and a lantern. Nothing particularly useful. Oh, interior of the shed is clean water, blah, 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 gardening tools. All right, so there's no tape in here. Hold on. Let's get fly tape, fly paper. Pickle pie. How am I supposed to know that's in there? She doesn't say it. But okay, got it. I just remembered that was outside. The label spots or sports a skull and crossbones. Thanks to your loot, you can read danger contains arsenic. Do not eat it. New box fly paper with drawing and one side on a large fly on the front. There's a very small label on the side of the cover, which we just read. All right. Well, if I doubt I got to give that to Albert. I'll poison him, right? It's not good. I don't see her doing that. Can't take the axe. We pick up apples. Take. I don't know if I tried this or not. Take apple. These look like these are very tart apples that hurt my teeth. Good for pies, but not for eating. Doesn't mean you can't pick them up. Let's go back in here. Haas. Thank you for the prime sub. 49 months. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I don't think there's anything else left to do in here except for the salt, which we already got. Look wood. Look wood. You're not sure what type of wood this is, but you assume it's good wood for smoking. Take wood. You won't need any else. Okay, fair enough. I still want to carry a log. If I can carry a kettle, I can carry a log. Take cattail. Can't use tail in this game. All right. Can't go that way because she leaves. Don't think I need to do anything else in there. Never did find out what the gazebo is for, right? Look. Gazebo. I know I'm spelling that wrong. Gazebo. No, maybe I did spell it right. Look. Gazebo. While you're uncertain whether or not this is a gazebo or a bandstand, you know it's definitely not a pergola. I don't even know what that is. The gazebo has a red roof and is painted bright white. You can imagine it was a site of much entertainment and celebration, but no longer. Okay, this one just doesn't have a point being here. What is this? Open doors. Different house? No, it's gotta be. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, go back outside. I don't think. How do we get rid of Albert? Fat Albert. Ask Albert to buzz off. Ask Albert to leave. You are too curious. Put fly paper on Albert. Combine river sample with plate. Still not do that. Damn, how do we get rid of Albert? My brain is not working. Big surprise. Um, I can't walk with those commands. Getting a little, I'm looking for a little help here. Look that up. Load your game. There. Got that. Why am I missing a sample? Is this not where we get the last sample? Ask him about the rock. Ask Albert about rock. Excuse me? I was curious about your professional interest in this glacial erratic. This rock is granite, which is a type of intrusive and igneous rock, but not the appropriate type. Will you please leave me alone? Granite has a high quartz content, whereas diamonds are found in the ultra basic rock that is low in quartz. What will make you stop? Furthermore, granite and diamonds don't even come from the same depth in the earth. Listen, Miss Mancy Maple, Mr. Westport. Yes, Miss Maple. I've had just about enough of your help. I'm returning to the lodge to get out of the sun. When I return to my work, you will not interrupt me. Do I make myself clear? Okay, Mr. Respa. See, I thought just talking to him would initiate that conversation. I didn't think you'd have to literally talk about the rock specifically. I should take advantage of Albert's absence and study that fascinating boulder. Take sample. You chip out a sample of the small glacial erratic using the ice pick and hammer. It's essential to make my fieldwork comprehensive and include anything geologically interesting, even if it doesn't apply to my goals. Maybe one day someone will conduct fieldwork on glacial erratics, in which case my observations would be vital. Oh, I should ask Albert about quickly borrowing a tool from his or two from his kit. Tools would help so much, and I would put them right back. I should go and ask him for his permissions. Fucking take tools, man. He ain't here. The plate, this plate work is. I should take a look at it. Take tools. There's a little P to me already. I shouldn't entangle him. He's not here. We already asked to borrow his tools. I have the boulder sample. I shouldn't delay Albert any further. I'll go ahead and work with him. Okay. Now you said rub river sample on plate. I think I picked up something earlier that might work as a streak plate. Should look at what I'm carrying. What? It's a ceramic dinner plate. Now that I think of it, the unglazed underside of the porcelain plate would make a great streak plate. Oh, we know streak plates are used for ascertaining a mineral's streak color. But any minerals harder than 6.5 or 7 won't make a streak. I can rub samples on the plate to see the color. I already. How many times I got to look at the plate? I looked at the plate before, and she said it was she could use as a streak plate. Your streak plate has a most hardness of 6.5. Okay. Now can I rub river sample on plate? Like, of course, fashion yields. Rub samples on plate. Be more switchable. I just river sample on plate. You roast specimens of river sample on the streak plate. One of the streak specimens produces a white streak. Streak plate probably has the most hardness, about 6.5. So this specimen is softer than that. Since diamonds have a most hardness of 10, I conclude that this part of the specimen is not a diamond. The remaining specimens from the river sample don't make any streaks on a streak plate. When a specimen doesn't make a streak, this is sometimes called a colorless streak. Streak plate has the most hardness of 6.5. How many times are you telling us about the hardness? That means the minerals in the specimen are harder than that. I know. Okay, we get that. Garnets have a hardness of up to 7.5, and diamonds have a most hardness of 10, so they wouldn't have a streak. What's funny, I guess, you know, if you don't know mineralogy, I can understand Nancy telling us, the player, like what all this stuff means. But there's no one else in the game. Like, so if you immerse yourself into the game, she's sitting here telling herself this, and she already knows all this. So it sounds a little funny that she's got to. It's like inner monologue that shouldn't be inner monologue. You know what I mean? But it's here because, you know, game's explaining it to us. But it's just, like, in a weird way, like, if I was doing this, I wouldn't have Nancy telling us because she's technically telling herself. I would have a narrator, like a narration block or something. It's a little different than like Nancy's block telling us this information. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, she's kind of breaking the fourth wall, I guess, is what I'm getting at. So they wouldn't make a streak. There's sort of someone else standing here, then I can see her doing this, but it's just kind of weird and awkward that there's nobody else around. I don't know. Picky, I know. I wonder if Albert will let me borrow one of his most hardened picks so I can test the remaining bits of my river specimen. Oh, I should ask Albert about quickly borrowing a tool for 2 from his kit. Tools would help so much, and I'd put them right back. So, let's go fucking get it. Where did he say he was going? I don't even know. I didn't pay attention to him, so I don't like him. Kitchen, I think? I don't know. Yeah. Ask Albert about tools. Mr. Respite, may I borrow a tool or 2 from your kit? I promise to put them right back once I'm done with them. Certainly not. I had enough of a break. I'm returning back to work now. When he turns on his heel and makes the door. Hey, come back here. Albert is gone for a while. You're about to leave the kitchen when you hear his heavy footsteps once again. My field kit's gone. Did you do this, Jack? No, I surely didn't. Where is it? Mr. Richards would hear this. Who knows? Could be a bear carried it off. You can't go leaving stuff outside unattended. I don't think Mr. Richards cares much about your problems. Why don't you just sit tight until the bridge is repaired? Then you can get out of here and never come back. My superiors will send a replacement kit. Take me to the train station immediately. Can't, car's broken. Darnest thing. I put it in the carriage house and the part broke right off. Hadn't got to replace it. Nathan's got a car and spare parts, only he's not around, you know? So please, go make yourself a drink and enjoy some northern hospitality. Albert glares but says nothing. Wonderful. I'm satisfied with my field work and analysis today. It's getting late, but I'm pleased with my work today. Your stomach rumbles. It's dinner time. I proceed to dining room, ready to eat. Hey, I didn't check the other samples. Oh, I can do it. Rub cliff sample on plate. Those specimens are embedded in the cliff sample. It's a bit too awkward to rub against the streak plate. It's okay. It's still a nice piece, nice sample, and a good piece of field work. What was the other one we got? The rub, what was that? Glacial or something? Glacial sample on plate. You rub the sample from a glacial erratic onto the streak plate, but no streak is produced. The sample is granite, which has a most hardness of 6, so I'm not surprised that it didn't make a streak on the plate. Okay. Streak. 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 Alright. So is that it for this, I think? We done with chapter 2, I take it? Gotta get out of here, that running water's annoying. What do you have in your inventory? Let's see. Let's check this out. Closely examine the glacier sample with a loop, you can definitely conclude that it is granite. The sample is a phaneretic texture. That means crystals that make up this boulder can be seen by the naked eye. Particular specimens composed mostly of quartz and some feldspar, which is typical. You look at the glacier sample, you look at it for granted, and indeed it is. Okay. First glance, some garnets, sample specimens, rocks, plants. My, I can see why this area has so good for garnet farming. Okay. You've discarded the softer specimens from the original. Okay. Close inspection and minerals required for the study are currently unequipped for that. Alright. Close inspection, the cliff environment includes your intrusive igneous rock, diamonds, intrusive rock, and part-time to form larger crystals. It's possible this area could be geologically suitable for diamonds. Okay. I guess that's it. Is that salt that you have at the top? Yeah, I do have salt. Right here, that's salt. As expected, a rock salt is composed of irregular crystal or shaped crystals, but are generally cubic in shape. They're whitish to color. Some of the crystals appear in the right shape. But we already read all that. Try rubbing salt. It's not. She didn't say it was a sample though. Rub salt on plate. Take a few larger crystals of salt and rub them across your streak plate. Salt produces a white streak. I suppose that's to be expected. Though if I were looking for other minerals mixed in with the salt, doing it like this is like looking for a needle in a haystack. All right. See, I didn't think to do that because she didn't say that was a sample. Oh, notebook. Fucker. Yeah, my elbow's cramping up. So gotta keep it straight. Evan tried to bribe Albert to report no diamond. Where are we at? So the only thing we have left is ask Albert about Kit, which we did. Meet. All right. A little confused with meet Kimmy front door. We did that. Obtain 3 samples. Did that. Go to dining room. All right. So the only other objective really is to go to the dining room. So I guess we're good to go to the dining room. I have an idea for a thing you could do, but it would be spoiler probably to a degree. So no worries. All right, let's just go in here, see what's going on. Well, I certainly worked up an appetite. Jack has prepared a delicious dinner of salted pork and buttered parsnips. Margot hasn't come down for dinner. Evan says she's not feeling well. Still thinks she's poisoned you. That is just bullshitting us. Excellent job. Kudos on your thorough investigative technique. So, Albert, I hear your field kit has gone missing. Too bad. He just brings it up in the middle of dinner. Albert narrows his eyes. Mr. Richards, you must realize this is merely a delay, nothing more. See, I don't know about that. There's a war on. Canada might have a bigger fish to fry soon enough. I got a feeling all this could get forgotten about. Well, I have my possessions stolen. Surely the lodge has a way to secure valuables. Yeah, sure. There are 2 drunks in the upstairs closet. Trunks. Jack's got keys. Alright. I only got a key for the blue trunk. You can lock up your stuff in there. That will have to do, and if something goes missing, there will be no mistaking who's to blame. And what about the automobile? Has it been fixed yet? Jack and I have looked at the automobile. I don't have the part with me, but I will bring it the next time I visit. I suppose I would have to do. What part? Well, you know what's broken in the car. It's bullshit. I don't care one way or another. Everyone seems to be eager to escape the dinner table. Ooh, these dinners are pretty intense. You follow Jack to the kitchen, help him with the dishes. Stop cleaning stuff. Gee, thanks, miss. Oh, can you do me a favor? Another favor? Take this bowl of broth up to Margot. She's still not feeling well. She's in her boudoir. She says being surrounded by beautiful things makes her feel better. Sure thing, Jack. Game almost saved. Alright, so it's still chapter 2. I figured you hear voices near the doorway. I wonder what they're talking about. Put glass on doorway. What? Listen? Oh. It's a myth that cormorants, birds, hunt fish that are prized by fishermen. Unfortunately, the birds have been subject to too many attempted exterminations. This colony suffered when Crimson was a garnet mining town, but it's recovering since. The nesting colony on the cliffs to the southwest of the lodge is the only intact example of many kilometers. I'm so relieved to hear that the colony survived. Nature is so resilient. It is to a point. But should the government return and claim this land for its so-called precious stones, the entire nesting colony will be at risk. This cannot be allowed to happen. Oh dear. Nathan and Kimmy continue to chat about birds and other birds. You find yourself starting to nod off. Yeah, I agree. Let's get the hell out of here. Alright, what's the note? Kimmy and Nathan are protective of the local wildlife. Okay, cares. Okay, let's give Margot stuff. Give, I don't remember, Margot bowl. There we go. Margot, Jack made some broth for you. Oh, he's so wonderful. Please set it down on this table. Okay. Ask Margot about health. That's probably not a word. Oh, it is. Okay. Mademoiselle Maple. I wish I knew. Eat broth. How monstrous would you be to eat Margot's broth right in front of her? Hey. Spit in broth. Put salt in broth. Just a little effect. Did I show you what? Didn't that popped up during the last stream? Well, you triggered it during the last stream, I think, or something. It's 2 streams in a row asking about my tool. Is that Nessa? Hello, Nessa. Fuck you going, bitch? I hear voices near the door. I wonder what they're talking about. Put glass on door. With the help of the drink line, you can hear a conversation behind the door. The door. It's a lot of doors. Nessa, what do you want? Jack asked me to bring this water up to you. And I thought he could have a little chat. And I thought we could have a little chat besides. I knew there was a catch. I know how hard it is for us women to make it in the world. Is that so? Indeed, especially for women who have lived particularly roughly, such as yourself. What do you mean? I have a very good memory for faces, and there's no mistaking that one as pretty as yours. That bad bit of business up in Skagway, the Mounties never caught you. Though they did try. There were wanted posters pasted up as far south as Niagara Falls. Break it off with Evan and leave Crimson, and maybe I won't tell him. Ha, things I've seen, things I've done. You don't frighten me, you old hack. You will get nothing, do you hear me? I will make sure of that. Skagway was lawless because people looked the other way. People up here, there's no one to see what could happen. Watch out. I figured as much. Silly little gold digger, you watch out. Mario involved in Skagway. NW is looking for her. Nessa is trying to blackmail Margot with this info. Let's go ask her about it. Hey, by the way, ask Margot about Skagway. I can't use Skagway. Excuse me? Oh, Skagway. Ask Margot about Skagway. Fuck, I forgot how to spell it already. Skagway, alright. Ask Margot about Skagway. Narrows her eyes and hesitates before she speaks. I may have not been entirely honest about Skagway in the past. She doesn't even ask how I know about it, right? But it is a dangerous place. Take my word for it. I will not speak more of it. Look. Pitcher. The water glass and jug are set on Margot's side. Look glass. It's Margot's drinking glass. It's spotless and shiny. She even did a little artwork for it. Look, bowl. Broth has spilled. Thankfully, it hasn't dripped into the luxurious carpet. Ask Margot about bowl. What happened? Clumsy me, I've accidentally knocked it over. But do not worry, I would prefer this refreshing water. Um, yep, last time I activated it, but this time it popped up by chance. Yeah, just the irony that it chose that one. And people watching YouTube are referring to Twitch chat we have clips that randomly pop up in chat. Um what's I'm supposed to do here then? Ask Margot about Nessa. He and Evan, is Nessa not, wait, hold on. Which one's Nessa? Nessa is, I thought it was NN for Nessa, is it not? No, that's Nathan. Nessa's OSS. Okay. Skip this dialogue then. I don't care about Evan. Ask Marco about Nessa. She needs to leave. She's not welcome here. Okay. Hold on. Ask Margot about blackmail. Can't use blackmail. And WNP. Ask Margot about, fuck me, man. Why can't I just remember shit? NWNP. They are law in these parts, but they do not visit Crimson too much. Ranger Daniel is a decent man. Sometimes he visits us to see if we are all well. Ask about Ask Margot about Daniel. I made it in the game. Ranger Dan is a sweet man. I know I am. I try to be. Not all the time, though. I can be a dick. We see him from time to time. He tours around Crimson and the rest of the region. It is nice when he visits us. Okay. Gotta keep flexing my elbow. It's getting a little tight. um Take class. Might as well. Please leave that where it is. I'm not feeling well, and I'd like to have some water nearby. Okay. Clean bowl, since she's too stupid to clean it herself. You clean up the spill and decide to take the empty bowl back downstairs to Jack to wash. Well, I ain't. Okay, well. Merci beaucoup, mademoiselle. You're so helpful. I don't have much of an appetite right now anyway. You lazy fuck. This water is enough for me. Alright. Kiss my ass. Alright, well, I didn't really expect to take the thing back to Jack, but okay, I guess that's what we gotta do. Whoa. Like, it's too dark to go outside now, right? I would assume. Can't go out this way. Shit. Where's a door? Oh, let's just see. Open door. Yeah, it's a door. I mean, go outside right now. All right, fair enough. Besides, I should get this ball back to Jack before he. This I can't say that word either. We'll both try and make it clean. All right. Give bowl to Jack. You hand empty bowl back to Jack. Thanks, mister. We'll appreciate the help. Tell you what, I'll brew you up a cup of tea and bring it to you in the conservatory. Gee, thanks. You head into the conservatory. Nathan and Kimmy are still talking about birds. You had no idea anyone could be so keen about a topic. Jack brings you a piping hot cup of chamomile tea from flowers he grew himself. Combination of the warm tea and the comfy couch and the slightly boring conversation will lull you to sleep. It's not a good spot to sleep in this place. And yeah, she really snores like that. You happily doze on the couch until you're awoken by a commotion upstairs. You head towards the source of the noise and find yourself in Nessa's bedroom. You rush into the room to find Nessa and Evan staying nearly nose to nose in a heated conversation. Oh dear. Hey, you don't get involved with family politics, man. Just let them go at it. Oh, I answered. Someone stole my ruby brooch. I demand you recover my brooch and bring the perpetrator to justice. There are so many suspicious people milling about. You mean besides you? Nathan, for one, it's obvious that he's hanging around, just waiting for you to die. So that he can finally get his hands on all this. And then there's Margot. Enough. It's clear that Evan is at his limit. His eyes flash with anger momentarily, but it fades just as quickly. He grimaces, shrugs, and looks away. I got my hands full as it is. Curio's smashed too. Bunch of stuff's gone. Wait, some of that's mine. Someone's robbing me blind. How dare you? You probably misplaced your brooch. As for the curio, I bet you smashed it yourself because I told you I had lost your curio key and it was locked up tight. I know you're here to get what you think you're owed anyway you can. So don't expect any of my help. Sputter. I'm done with this. Keep your voice down, why don't you? Margot's resting. Go check on her. Don't get me involved. I should take a closer look at the jewelry box. Now, I should also examine the curio cabinet in the room I'm sharing with Kimmy. Oh, I remember reading a mystery novel where fingerprints help solve a crime. Chapter 3, Investigations. We have reached Chapter 3. Note has been added. Okay. Can't move. Oh, now I can. Okay. Why can't I type? No problem. Examine jewelry box and curio cabinet. Examine jewelry box. You can't use jewelry in this game. Examine box. Smooth wooden box is hard. The box probably wasn't forced open. I think I should see some oily smudges on the jewelry box. I've got And now we got this container that'd be perfect to hold any alpha powder substance I might come across. Just need a powdery substance to reveal any fingerprints that might be on a smooth surface. Oh, yeah, that's spelled really wrong. That's why. Find a powdery substance to aid in fingerprinting. Put soot into a container you're carrying. Okay. Apply powder to the box. You can't. God damn it, dude. Apply powder to the box. That wouldn't be an appropriate substance with which to fill the powder comp. What? Rub powder on box. Feels as you expected. What? Okay. Excuse me? Apply a powdery substance in this jewelry box to reveal smudges. Oh, what the hell's this thing called that we have? Elegance in a powder. Alays involved in brush. Yeah, I know. Put powder on box. Put powder on box. I don't put powder on jewelry. Fuck, man. That's not a spell. Why is it saying fill the powder compact? Oh, is it empty? Is that the problem? Is the powder thing empty? Where's the curio? Is it in our room? Oh dear, okay. Oops, I smashed it. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the smashed glass in front of the curio cabinet. Jagged shards litter the rug. Front of the curio is bordered by jagged teeth of broken glass. Eek, someone had broken the glass to gain acid. You think, Nancy? I wonder if I've done such a thing. Open curio. There's not much point trying to open a curio now as glass being front has been shattered. Take glass. Shattered glass will surely cut your fingers leave alone. Could bleed to death. That could have been a death. Alright. Apply powder to curio. Alright, we gotta fill the compact, apparently. Where the hell's that shit at? Powder room, I guess, right? So it's the closet. Wait, what? Oh, I'm upstairs. I gotta go downstairs. That's one. Got it. Fill. Let's see, take powder, I guess. Either it isn't here, you see no need for it. This is the powder room, correct? Take soap. I don't know why it's saying there's soap there. It's all right. I'm confused. Maybe it's just look. All right. So how do you? I guess what I don't understand is this supposedly empty? Because every time I go to apply it, like to apply the powder onto something for a fingerprint, it's telling me it's not something you would fill the powder with. I'm like, what? Or am I just fundamentally doing it incorrectly? Okay, so if this is the powder room, how do you fill it? You don't have powder to... No kidding! What's annoying? Closet? I don't understand. You gotta figure... I don't... Well, you can figure powder. Well, you figured a powder room would have extra powder in it. um... Alright. How about going to his room? Put soot in powder tin? I've now got the container that'd be perfect to hold any hopefully powdered substance it might come across. I just need a powdered substance to reveal any fingerprints on the smooth surface. What? What? That wasn't the response I was looking for. Powdery soot. Take soot. Can't. Oh, Jesus. Can you please? Take some soot. All right. The tin's perfect name dispense. So, all right, now we got it. I feel like shit. I just skipped through a bunch of stuff. Sticky wood tape I've got useful for lifting any fingerprints. Yeah, I figured that too as well. Okay. All right. Got it. I don't know. I just first, well, I did exactly what my first intuitions were, and that was to go get, um, you hear Evan's voice. Is he talking to himself? You can't use the drink listen door. It's currently open. You listen for a little while. Sounds like Evan is reading Walden by whatever. Okay, closed door. Put glass on door. You can hear voices. Wait, what? What? You hear voices continue on behind the door. Listen. Talking to himself. Fuck it, going. I find it wholesome to be alone a greater part of the time. To be in company, even with the best, is soon wearisome and dissipating. I'd love to be alone. Well, sure, you say that, but you don't mean it. Haha. I'm just reading, Darnell. Let's get to my favorite part. French Canadian woodchopper. You got it. Do the accent too. Whatever the lady likes. Oh, Nancy, come sit and listen. Oh, this is fucking awkward. My, it's such a good reading. Hi, you're a sweet talker too. Uh, you can if you want, Nancy. I'm reading it anyway. Thanks, but maybe it's some other time. Okay. Look glass. Look water. Look picture. Okay. Nothing's changed in there. I'll leave you lovebirds alone. That's not the room I wanted to go into anyway. Can't hear. Excuse me, Nessa, you cranky old hag. Um, apply soot to box. This tin is a perfect container to dispense the soot I've obtained. I should fill the tin with soot before I try this. Jesus. You don't want the soil to your lucky loot by using it. It's fine, black powder. Okay. Put soot in tin. I thought you did that all. You carefully pour the fine black soot into the. I figured you did that by yourself. I'm all set to ask people for the fingerprints and to reveal fingerprints on smooth surfaces. And to list those fingerprints with sticky white tape. Maybe now I can get to the bottom of this. Rub soot on box. It feels just as you put soot on box. Aha, the soot reveals a fingerprint on the left side of the jewelry box. Hold on. Place tape on fingerprint. Take fingerprint. Either isn't here. You need put tape on fingerprint. Put tape on box. Doesn't work. Look box. Apply tape to fingerprint. There we go. Tear off a piece of tape and press it on the powdered fingerprint. Carefully mark the back of the fingerprint as evidence taken from Nessa's jewelry box. Congratulations, you turned the fingerprint. Type compare fingerprints to check which fingerprints you have yet to obtain. Compare. Man, we gotta do a bunch of this stuff. I need a complete set of fingerprints from everyone in the lodge before I can take any definitive conclusions. Curio cabinet would probably benefit from a closer examination. Nessa would probably be cooperative if I asked her for a fingerprint. I haven't seen Corvus around. He may be in his room. Margot is resting. I wonder how I can get her fingerprint without bothering her. Jack's probably too busy to help me. I'll need to figure something out. Kim's still downstairs in the conservatory, I think. Man, she's still talking about birds. Last I saw Nathan, he was downstairs in the conservatory talking to Kimmy. Hours probably working in his room. I wonder where Mr. Richards is. He's just in bed. Fucking River's face. Ask Ness for fingerprint. Nessa, can I take your fingerprint? It might help me solve who burgled your jewelry box. I read in the book that fingerprint patterns are unique to individuals. I just need to apply some soot. Oh, fine. Do what you need. I'll do anything to find the culprit. Carefully brush some soot on Nessa's finger, then press a square on the adhesive plastic on top. Nessa makes a face while you do this, but it's nothing. Okay. You obtain a lovely, clear impression of Nessa's fingerprint. Okay. Let's see if I can compare now. Compare fingerprints. Need it. Oh, okay. All right. Can't do that until we get all of them. Okay. All right. So let's go to the curio. Put powder on curio. Ah, powdering the surface of the curio cabinet reveals a fingerprint. Apply. No. Put tape on. I think that's how I did it last time, right? Fingerprint? Yeah. Tear off a piece of tape and press it onto the powdered fingerprint. Carefully mark the back of this fingerprint as evidence taken from the curio cabinet. Okay. Curio fingerprint, jewelry box print, and this is fingerprint. All right. There was a fingerprint on Nessa's jewelry box. It'll be your key to finding out who stole her ruby brooch. You carefully collected a fingerprint from the jagged glass of the burglar curio cabinet. Nessa's willingly gave her fingerprint. She must really want her ruby root back. You're doing a great job so far, but you need more before you can make any conclusions. I haven't seen Corvus around. Maybe. Margot is resting. All right, Jack probably busy to help. Kimmy is still downstairs in conservatory, I think. I saw Nathan here. Okay, Hours in his room. Okay. All right, let's go back and see where talk to these idiots. Okay. Wake Margot. Oh goodness, though. If I found you had been annoying before, you were never gonna live down if you're disturbing people sleep. All right. Put oh, all right, we know. That's why the drinking glass is in here. Okay. Put soot on glass. Yay! Powder markers drink glass reveals fingerprint. Put tape on glass. Ah, put. Damn it. Put tape on fingerprint. Tariff beats tape, press on fingerprint, it's Margot's fingerprint. Cha-ching! Tearing it up. All right. Let's just bother everybody, I guess. I forget who's this guy? This bedroom Jack sharing a core was Jack didn't give much regarding his new living arrangement. There's a lot of chests. Corvus is here. Okay. Ask Corvus for fingerprint. Mr. Shaw, would you mind providing me your fingerprint? Seems Ness's brooch has gone missing and the curio cabin has been burglared. Can't you see I'm busy? I can't have you soiling my fingers. I'm having enough trouble keeping my hands clean with this leaky pen as it is. Ask for pen. What I know about that would probably go over your head. Take pen. Either there's put soot on pen while he's using it. Look basket. Waste basket is full of gray repticle symbols around the lodge. Is now filled with ink splattered paper, doubtless by products of Corvus's work. Take paper. Find a particular clean if you find a particularly clean fingerprint specimen, neatly tear it out and take it with you. You've got Corvus's fingerprint. Okay. Put tape on fingerprint. I need to do that. Oh, it's just got it. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. All right, let's leave. That was easy. Open door. Ask Albert for fingerprint. Excuse me. There have been thefts. I'm not surprised. My fuel kit went missing too, if you recall. No one helped me with that matter, so I shouldn't concern myself with this. Just got glass here too, right? Look, glass. Can't be the same thing, right? It's polished and sparkle, Jack's standard. Put soot on glass. This ain't gonna work again, is it? Soot slips off the smooth surface of the drinking glass. I suppose Albert hasn't touched this drinking glass. I don't think so. Toolkit. Put soot on suitcase. That one beneficiary application is soot. Put soot on luggage. Open chest. What on earth are you doing from bitch? Ask Albert Curio. You're too curious. Ask Albert box. Maybe that's just from writing it too. Maybe I'm writing it wrong. Ask Albert about box. I've never seen Crab jewelry box. I didn't know. I didn't know what she has or wears. It's none of my affair. Okay. Ask Albert about Curio. Mr. Crab came by here. I think she mentioned something about that. She seemed pretty upset. Okay. Look. Closet. Put soot on clothes. Look. Basket. Nothing there either. Look. Albert. Albert Ruspa's stately, well-grown gentleman in his 50s. His monocle gives him an elegant air. Antwerp sent him as expert neurologist, verified diamond claiming crimson. You have a hard time imagining him doing field work. Albert is looking through his books. Ask Albert about books. Your books look so new. I take good care of my things. Borrow book. Ask Albert the book. Take book. Those are options. All right, so I don't know what else to do in here for Albert. We need to get his fucking fingerprint on something. Down there. Blue chest. Open blue chest. Unlock requires a key, which don't have. I know Jack's got the key. Okay. Water's still running. That's the important thing. Okay. Let's go downstairs. Nobody in there. Oh. Nessa and Evan were in here eating, right? Who was Peanuts, right? Hold on. Bar. There's no Peanuts. All right, so I guess nothing in there. Anything going on in here? Oh, hey Nancy, want to play some builders? Yes, let's shoot some pool. Help me take my mind off things. Careful you don't scratch. I never scratch. The balls. I know that wasn't the intent, I don't think, but okay. If you scratch the cue ball, that's the white ball. It means you hit that one into one of the pockets. And I don't want to do that. Yes. You don't. I mean, no, you don't. Why don't you try hitting the ball with the cue stick, and I'll give you some pointers. Does he scratch his balls? I don't know. It's a good question. I gotta pick up a cue. Take cue. Oh yeah, that's cool. She actually put time and effort into this. That's pretty cool. I like how she sticks it in her pocket. That's the spirit. Nancy, come and hit a few balls with me. How about I hit you in your fucking balls? Hit Evan in the balls